On the night of February 2nd, 1959, 9 experienced mountaineers fled their tent, which was torn from the inside. Barefoot, in temperatures of 30 degrees below zero, they never returned alive. What happened on that mountain in Russia remains to this day one of the most disturbing mysteries ever documented. Welcome to the Dyatlov Pass Incident, and I guarantee the more you know, the less you'll be able to sleep peacefully. The expedition. January 1959, 10 students set off on a skiing expedition in the Ural Mountains in the former Soviet Union. The mission? To reach Mount Otorten, a remote and inhospitable region. The leader was Igor Dyatlov, 23 years old, an engineer and experienced. All were elite athletes trained for extreme cold. One of them dropped out halfway through due to health problems. The remaining 9 continued on. No one imagined they were walking into the unknown. The silence. They were supposed to return on February 12th. But the day passed, and nothing. Families waited. Authorities waited. The silence was deafening. Only on February 26th was a search team sent out. And what they found made no sense. The tent. The tent was torn, but not from the outside, from the inside, as if something or someone had desperately forced their way out. Their clothes, food, equipment, everything was there. Boots, coats, everything. They had abandoned the tent, barefoot, semi-naked, in the middle of a deadly blizzard. But why? What made them choose certain death from the cold instead of staying protected? The bodies. The first bodies were found near the forest, dead from hypothermia. One of them was dressed only in underwear, others wore pieces of clothing torn from corpses. But the strangest thing was yet to come. Weeks later, under 4 meters of snow, the last 4 bodies were found. And there, the case transformed into something inexplicable. The injuries. Lyudmila Dubinina had her tongue torn out. Her eyes had also been removed. Semyon Zolotaryov had severe rib fractures. Alexander Kolevatov had a crushed skull. But here's the detail that chills the blood. There were no external wounds, no cuts, no signs of a struggle. The medical examiner stated that the force required to cause those traumas would be equivalent to a high-speed car accident. Something hit them with unimaginable violence. But what? The theories? The official investigation concluded that the cause of death was an unknown natural force. And then they closed the case. For decades, the mystery fueled theories. Avalanche. There were no signs of an avalanche at the site. Animal attack? Impossible. The wounds were internal, not external. Secret military test. Some clothes showed strange levels of radiation. Witnesses reported orange lights in the sky that night, bright spheres, moving erratically. Some speak of Soviet sonic weapons being tested, others of something more disturbing. The diary. In the diary of one of the climbers, there is a final enigmatic entry. Now we know that the snowman exists. Was it a joke between friends or a desperate message? The name of the mountain. The local indigenous tribe, the Mansi, called that region Kholat Syakho. The translation is chilling, mountain of death. They avoided the place. They said that evil spirits inhabited those slopes. Did the 9 climbers disrespect something that should not have been disturbed? In 2019, the Russian government reopened the case. The conclusion? An avalanche. But experts disagree. The evidence doesn't add up. 9 experienced, trained, resilient people died fleeing from something. Something so terrifying that they preferred to freeze to death rather than face it. So I ask you, what could be so frightening that would make you abandon your only shelter in the middle of a snowstorm? What would you do? If you heard something approaching your tent on a God-forsaken mountain, some mysteries are not meant to be solved, some places are not meant to be visited, and the mountain of death still guards its secrets to this day. If you like this mystery, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments which theory do you believe. See you in the next mystery, if you dare.